What's going on, peeps? It's currently 1:01 a.m. on a Thursday, September 18th, 2025. Recording my second day in a row of my journey from 0 to 10K. Today, I've just been working on my funnel, working on some school stuff as well, doing outreach, and then posted a hire for a VA as well for my outreach. Just doing a lot of research as well on AI. AI like the new wave, so I'm just trying to get my head wrapped around fucking AI. Going like through the loophole of AI is like fucking insane. Like if I'm going down this rabbit hole, it takes me like fucking hours. There's so much shit on AI to learn. It's crazy. But another lesson that I want to make today, because every single day I just want to try to make at least one lesson to myself or the future me to look back on, and like just keep looking. But today the lesson is going to be about solitude and about why solitude matters when you're in your early 20s and grinding out, or your early 20 to like 30s. I think solitude is a very important thing that every single man that has to go through. Like through solitude, a lot of men, they learn about themselves. They learn about the process of becoming who they really want to become. The process of always showing up every single day, no matter what you feel, no matter how tired you are, no matter what. And I think that a lot of young men can really benefit from solitude, because in solitude you don't have anyone to rely on other than yourself. It's literally like the saying, like no one's gonna come and save you. Like there is nobody else that is coming to save you. Like no one else is gonna put a gun to your head and say, hey, you need to do this. You're like the only person inside of this little bubble or inside this little room that you have going on that is keeping yourself essentially accountable. And personally, for me, myself in general, I recently have been lacking like motivation, or like lacking just like in general about what work I should do. Feeling lost, and that feeling that if these years of hard work is all gonna work out. But I always know in the end it will work out. But I'm just working every single day towards that singular goal of making my parents proud and making everyone else around me proud. Working in silence, working in silence so that the top sounds a lot louder. But recently I've been reading a lot of books, and some more of my favorite one is by Marcus Aurelius, called Meditations. If you guys haven't heard of Marcus Aurelius, he's basically a stoicist who used to rule the Roman Empire all by himself. He had all of the women, all the gold that he wanted, but he never found himself like being indulged inside of these things, and lived a lot more a life of solitude and humbleness. Marcus Aurelius is someone that is a goal of mine to be in the mind state of Marcus Aurelius all the time. This is basically a summary, or like his journal. And basically what he talks about is the life within his Roman Empire, that he was a philosopher before anything else. He was a philosopher before a king, a philosopher before a father. And with that, he talked a lot about like spiritual reflections and exercises developed by him, that basically challenge him to basically understand himself. Every single day, we live waiting for the next day. and we never have the thought of always like, we never have the self thought of us, or like you in general. Like there's from the ages from 20 to 30, a lot of people, what they do is that they develop a routine and a behavior that has always been set for themselves. Like always, they usually have a set behavior and a set like response for anything that usually happens, and a set routine every single day. And throughout those years, they only do that one thing. They never have a self-conscious thought of doing something different. Or maybe doing something that they always wanted to do, or maybe something that they always dreamed of doing. But basically, if I get a lot like off topic, it's basically because I'm just yapping. I'm just trying to look at the camera, but yeah, this book is something that I would suggest you guys give a read on. Marcus Aurelius, he's a person that if you guys really study upon, I hope to strive to be like Marcus Aurelius, and about how he viewed things. Like a good saying, like a good quote from Marcus Aurelius is one of his lessons is to treat life as sort of like a passerby. You know, someone who is a passerby, someone who is always like sort of like I would have to explain it, but more as of like one lesson that he really taught about is that leaving things be, and that don't try to change the things that can't be changed. Like learn to accept things, or maybe look at like things like a different way. Like a good analogy that he had in his book was like if, let's say, like your sister died, or if your brother died, to not say, oh, they died, more like, oh, like they returned to the place like they always belong, which is in the fatherly heaven, like the place that they always belong to, or they just the place that they return to. Let's say, like, something gets stolen inside of your house. They, people may think, oh my God, I lost something, I lost this, I lost that. Or instead of thinking like that, maybe think more like, oh, like this item has returned to this place, or this item has returned to wherever it belongs, or that you hope that whoever did steal it makes good use of it, because Marcus Aurelius always never takes anything seriously. He always been in a state of always forgiveness, always acceptance, and always what he sought out to be is like the perfect picture of like Stoicism. A man cannot, sculpt himself without, bringing down the hammer to himself. One man cannot, think about others while not having thoughts of himself in that way. I don't know if I'm making any damn sense if I'm talking to this fucking camera, but yeah, let me read one quote from Marcus Aurelius. Chapter 7, and then page 59 of his book. He says, "Do not be ashamed of help. It is your task to achieve your assigned duty like a soldier in a scaling party. What, then, if you are lame and cannot climb the parachute by yourself, but this is made possible by another's help? Do not let the future trouble you. You will come to it, if that is what you must possess, of the same reason that you might apply it now to the present. All things are matched together, and a scarce bond unites them. Hardly a single thing is alien to the rest. Order together in their places, they together make up the one order of the universe. there is one universe out of all things, one God per vision of things, one substance, one law, one common reason in all intelligent beings, and one truth. If indeed there is one perfection to all cognate beings shared in the same reason, everything material rapidly disappears in the universe substance. Every cause is rapidly taken up into the universal reason, and the memory of everything is rapidly buried in eternity. You guys can perceive that how you will, but basically what I interpret it is that everything returns to nothingness. Everything returns to basically bliss. And that's gonna be what my lesson is for today, or that's what I'm gonna be talking about, or that's what I talked about today. I'm still trying to get better at this camera thing, still trying to improve my speech and just be more comfortable looking at the camera. And so that'll be it for my little yap sesh for today. See you guys in the next video. Thank you. Day 2.